Hi, everyone, and welcome to Catherine's Low Income Prepping and Survival. Today, I intend to talk about three main subjects, and it's the end of March. Today's the last day of March, it's the 31st. Today was the Silver Squeeze Day. As you all know, um, I put money into that I have left at the end of the month or the first part of the month, depending on how it goes from the last month. I buy some silver coins and for the silver value in them, and I save that instead of putting the money into a bank account, because if you put the money in a bank account, inflation continues to go up and the money becomes less and less value. As you know, the prices go up and then you end up losing it. You're going backwards. Even if you save $200, you're losing, like, say, 20% of it. And yes, you do lose 20% of it. Food over at Walmart went up over 25%. Dollar Tree went from a dollar to a dollar and a quarter. And the other thing I'm going to talk about is Dollar Tree again. I know it's getting incredible. I shop at Dollar Tree because of their cheaper prices. They keep wanting to raise their prices. First, they went from a dollar to a dollar and a quarter. Then they want, and yes, my Dollar Tree did do that. And so I shop there every month, and I should know. So now, as I understand it from other YouTubers out there and also from other people that I've read about online, that Dollar Tree has now, they brought in some $4 and $3, 250 items and so on, and I think they even have like a $7 item or two. But anyhow, they when Family Dollar and them joined together. But now, as I understand it, they're raising their dollar and a quarter on some items up to $1.50. Now, the whole reason I buy at the Dollar Tree is because it's cheaper than Walmart. Walmart is just too expensive. You can't come out ahead if they keep raising the price. You might as well just buy it at Walmart. And some stuff at Walmart is a lot cheaper than the dollar and a quarter. When I first started going to Dollar Tree, you used to be able to get stuff below a dollar, some items. And of course, anything on clearance, you can usually get it for 50 cents. I don't know if they're going to continue that or not. But so you have to choose whether you get it cheaper at Walmart or you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy two of them and still come out ahead. So money's money, 10 cents is 10 cents. Really, I'd say pennies, but what's penny get you anymore? So that's one of the things I want to talk about. And then, with silver today was Silver Squeeze Day. People buying silver were supposed to all go out and buy silver. And there were some people who did. And there were some people who bought quite a lot of it. But I didn't partake in that because, first of all, my little pittance that I buy every month is not going to make that much of a difference. And second of all, um, I just had a feeling that some of the coin stores were going to raise the price and we would end up paying more because they know people are coming in to do it so they can make more of a profit. And I got a feeling it's also going to push up the premiums. As you know, when you buy an ounce of silver, they go by the spot and then they go by the premium. American Eagles are like anywhere from 250 on out to $4 or $5 premium. I wouldn't personally pay more than a $3 premium for, as long as I could get $2 back when I went to sell it. But a lot of stores, they don't want to give you but $1 over the spot price. So if it goes to 35, you'll make 36 if you buy it at 33. And but right now silver's 34, so you're paying 37, so it has to go to 40 for you even to make a profit when you go to sell it. Okay. Hopefully you followed that. I don't know if I have a lot of people who do the silver stuff or the gold stuff. Uh, that's the other thing. Gold's gone up. It's 100 and something more dollars since the last time I bought a fractional piece of gold. Um, I'm just hoping that my dog's making weird noises over in the corner. I'm just hoping that we can come out ahead every month and put a little bit aside. As I've said, I'm working towards buying a house, and you got to have a down payment to buy that house. And living on retirement, and Tammy is on fixed income also, we still don't have a lot of money to get ahead. And there's all the rules and different things, being the fact we live in low income housing because it's controlled by your income. Now, of course, they already counted our income because every year they make us turn in a statement from the Social Security, both of us, and they add that together and then they divide it by 12 and then they have a list that they go by and you know so anyhow, that's how they base the rent. And of course, that's money that they figure out, well, your part is this much. And then the government's going to pay a little extra. And then, because that's how housing works. We don't live in Section 8, but it's basically rent controlled and it's subsidized by the USDA. Anyhow, they will send them the difference on what they could get at market rate. And that's how it works. We got people living like my next door neighbor. Oh, geez. I won't go there. But anyhow, she works and she works hard. She works in a restaurant. She goes to work and she's in and out. She's in and out because she just lives like half a mile away from where she works. But she is on the same program we are because she has a son she takes care of, I guess. I don't know. Somehow she qualifies. So she's here. I thought you had to be older to live here or be handicapped to the point where you can't work, but I guess not. So, anyhow, people do the best they can and they get by. You pay your rent, you pay your utilities, you pay your insurance for your vehicle. And there's no buses or cabs here in the town I live in. You either have to pay a private person or hire an Uber or a Lyft. You know how much those are. Plus, when you want to go shopping, you have to go down there and then you got to wait for one to show up. I've tried to take one to a cab one time to go somewhere, and they wanted a bunch of money just to come here to this town. So I don't know what to say about that. So it's either walk, and some places are too far away to walk. All right, even though this is a small town. So anyhow, okay, let's get back to the Dollar Tree. And so I didn't partake in the Silver Squeeze today, but hopefully after we pay all the bills this coming month, I'll have some that I can go buy some more and put it away. And one day, hopefully, silver goes up and we can sell it. And maybe it would help us do a down payment on an extremely cheap, not in really great shape. I don't know. I hate to say this, but shack of a house. That's what I'm hoping for, because I'd rather make payments on a low-priced house, 25 to 50,000, than to make payments here where we got nothing to show for it. And the company could sell it, and then we'd have to move out or pay the prime rate. So, anyhow, the Dollar Tree. Yes, the Dollar Tree. My arch nemesis. That's what I'm beginning to think of the Dollar Tree about. Oh yes, like and subscribe. That would help out the algorithm and get me more views. So the Dollar Tree now has all this extra stuff they're putting extra money on. There's a guy called Dano. You ought to watch his videos. Dano, he does videos about all the stores. He lives up in Ohio. And they seem like him and his girlfriend Jessica, they seem to do a lot of good things. I think that's her name. I might be wrong, but Dano. Okay, she says it is Jessica. Dano seems like a very good person, and so shout out to him. Hi, I'm Catherine. You could go watch his and like and subscribe his too. So I enjoy watching his videos because he tells me about the prices at all the different stores. So I really don't like going to Walmart, but there's certain things like on the first I have to go to Walmart for certain things. And of course, Tamara's medications. And I also go to an Ingles that's here for her medications. We're hoping to change that and get them all sent to one place. But anyhow, um, the Dollar Tree, he did a video where he was talking about some of the stuff's $1.50 now. And there were some items that were still $1.25, but if it goes to $1.50, then they've raised it 50% since I was shopping there before, as far as I'm concerned. And I just can't buy those items. So they're going to lose people by raising their prices. And I realized they went and joined Family Dollar and Dollar Tree together, but our store doesn't say that. I mean, it's still listed as a Dollar Tree. So I don't know what to say, people. It's getting harder and harder to make the dollar go to where you need it to go. And I'm a really tight shopper. I'll actually walk around the store until I find everything that I want at a reasonable price. And I buy the best deals I can. I even buy stuff on sale. Like I buy the chickens that are down at $3 and something instead of paying the $7 and something chickens, and you get a whole roasted chicken and I don't have to cook it. I just warm it up. I mean, it saves electricity and time in the oven and, you know, uh, it's all money, everything's about money. So that's why it's so hard. And then they just make everything so hard and it keeps raising. And what's up with this government stuff, this Doge? I voted for Trump. He's not making me too happy. I'm very unhappy with some of his maneuvers he's doing. But he is making the country stronger. And he is doing pretty much what he said he was going to do. But he's also doing things he didn't say he was going to do. And he's hired this clown Musk. Musk is a businessman. He owns all kinds of businesses, battery businesses, electric car businesses, solar panel businesses. Oh, and rocket ships. They go up and get the people from the space station, bring them down after Boeing screwed up. Well, that's great of them. But, they're trying to build this starship. He keeps shooting them up and they keep exploding. Who would want to ride on it? You can't keep it from exploding. I mean, I know I wouldn't want to be an astronaut and ride on his rocket ship, but yet he's got the Dragon and the rockets that push the Dragon up, and they seem to work. So is he just doing the Starship thing exploding to get dramatic news and people watching him or something, or people to invest in his company? I mean, he's getting some thrill out of it. I don't know. But now he's letting all these people go from all these jobs. And I understand you can trim a little bit, but he's going in with, as he showed in one of his talks, with a chainsaw. I mean, come on. He could be a little nicer on how he's doing it. And he could come in and say, look, we'll do this, this, and this if you take early retirement, which is what I thought he was doing at first. But there's lots of people that are just being told, well, your job's gone. I've listened to interview after interview from people who worked in the government and now they don't have a job. Well, they're on unemployment. They are. So they're still collecting money from the government. Everything's subsidized by the government. And every time we buy gas or we buy a license plate or a tag or we buy food, the government gets a little part of that, Oh, cell phones, computers. Hey, what I'm talking to you on right now, my laptop. Every time I hook into the internet, the government gets a few cents. And it never improves. It's still the same. Our phone's still the same. They work great. I can't complain. But it isn't any better. And you get cable, it's just a line they run into your house and it runs out to a pole and it goes to a center place that has a bunch of dishes on it. And they get the download from the satellite. At least that's the way I understand it. Yeah, it's kind of like pipes, except for the signals don't usually leak out onto the ground. Um, Sometimes, yeah, the wires can get cut or damaged, and they just replace that section. It's much cheaper than doing plumbing or sewers or stuff like that, or gas or whatever, electrical lines. It's not that super important. I mean, but you noticed every so many months they raise our cable or our internet. Now, we don't even have cable. We do everything on the internet. We watch the internet for movies, for important stuff. We have two smart TVs and we have an internet provider. And but we're still paying all this extra money out every month. And they just raised it. I mean, a few months back, they raised it up almost $10. I mean, come on, Kinetic, which is what we have. Excuse me, I just burped. I have kind of an upset stomach. Uh, Sometimes I feel like I have trauma. Some days, things pushing down on me. I have a heart problem, so that could be what's bothering my stomach. But like today, I'm exhausted and I'm tired, and I'll probably go to bed early. Hopefully, tomorrow I'll feel better. I hope you're all doing well out there. Remember to give your family hugs, tell them how much you love them. Um, Pet your cats, your dogs. You never know. Tomorrow might not come for them or for you. You never know. Look at all these people who are getting in storms and floods and fires. Those people are all becoming homeless. Yes, and there's Tamara. All right. Yeah, she's waving hi. So just remember that no matter how bad things get for you, there's somebody out there who's got it a lot worse. And if you're watching this, you too are the resistance. Okay, take care. Love your neighbors. Love your family. Love your dogs and cats. And she's saying bye.